Hi everybody, this is Lynn with Lions Den Fitness, and today I bring to you the first edition of On the Ball Mobility. But today we're not going to be using a ball, we're going to be using one of these little guys. So everybody's got a rolling pin at home. You may not necessarily have a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball lying around, but you definitely have one of these. And today I'm going to teach you guys how to do bottom of the feet all the way up to your hamstrings with one of these guys. For my Lions Den Fitness clients, you guys, we do a lot of hill training. And so this is going to help. You guys can do this stuff at home and you're not going to have to worry too much about having to do this in class. So we start with our feet. Alright, you're going to start with the rolling pin in this direction. You're going to just start rolling it out with the ball of your feet. Okay, flex those toes up. Make sure we're getting into some of that grittier spot. Okay, making sure that your rolling pin doesn't roll away from you. And you're going to try to spend about 2 minutes per feet here. Just for the video's sake, I'm just kind of hit all the areas quicker than I would normally do this in a class. You're going to roll in, flex those toes, point the toes. Okay, flossing the nervous system. And then to get the backstop here so that you're not going to have your rolling pin roll away from you, get in your heel. And you're going to try to smash around your heel. All in here. Just an FYI, you make sure to wash your rolling pin before you go to use it again. Alright? Or you can buy a rolling pin for cooking and a rolling pin for mobility. So you're just going to finish that up. Again, you're going to spend about 2 minutes per feet, making sure that we hit those areas properly. Okay, another thing that a lot of people bring up to my attention is after the hill that their Achilles or the back of their ankles or the front of their ankles are really sore. That's because you're always in this dorsiflexion. Going up the hill, going down the hill, you're always in a plantar flexion. Okay, so you can see that it elongates and shortens this, and it really probably irritates the crap out of it, to be honest. So we're going to give this a little bit of love, and we're going to work our way all the way up the calf. So you start at the Achilles. You're going to give me a nice dorsiflexion, okay, a nice contraction, and then you're going to relax it. Always adding a little bit of pressure. If you need a little bit more, you can kind of lay down the leg here a bit, or you can put, if you have a weighted vest, you can lay that down. But remember, it's not about smashing the rolling pin through your leg. It's just about making sure that you have proper weight put on there so that you're really feeling the mobility part of it. Alright? Again, for video purposes, I'm just going to kind of speed this along, but you're going to want to spend a little bit of time in each one of these motions. Okay, really digging in there. A lot of people have a tight soleus, which could lead to a posterior shin splint. Okay, a lot of people don't realize that shin splints can come back from back here. So from here, from about mid-calf to about this part, you guys are going to be able to really work that by getting a nice flexion. You can lift your bum off the floor for that added pressure. Okay, real dig in there. And making it feel so good. Showing it some love. Okay, you end up with the rolling pin right about here. Okay? Just make sure that you're avoiding that whole knee joint. For a little bit of extra at the end of my torture in the back, I just like to roll it out. Just like you're kneading some dough. Okay, roll it out. Find a little bit of some spots that you maybe couldn't get with it on the floor before. Okay, so really get in there. Get to the back. Get to the side. Okay? Now we're going to hit our anterior part of our shin. Okay, so the front part of our shin. You can start from the top of your foot. Again, avoid the bones at all costs. Yeah, it's just going to hurt. Just nice and soft to start off. Give that some attention. You might have a little tweak in there. You might not know. And then come up. Avoid your shin bone. Alright, and then you're going to come up. Really just working that out. If you have to, you can kind of saw in there or kind of grind it however you see fit, making sure that you're giving it as much pressure as needed. Okay, you're not intending to bust your shin up by any means, but you definitely want to get enough pressure in there. For the people who have shin splints, you want to start off really, really light, and then you want to add the pressure. For some of you guys that might be a little bit more advanced, you guys can definitely lie down on it. Okay, turn in that foot and really dig in there. Okay, as much pressure as needed. Just smashing it in, giving it some love. And that takes care of your little shin part here. Alright, now you want to make sure that if you didn't roll when you were doing this one, if you didn't get the interior part, make sure that you're finding some love in there. Okay, found a little spot there. Again, my foot's in a flexion position so that the muscles contracted. Okay, and I want sometimes to point it so that I'm getting both effects and working that out. And that's our calf, ankle, and foot. Pretty much taken care of in one sitting. You're going to want to take your time. Usually when we do this in class, this is about a 15-minute per leg. Okay, so you're already looking at about half an hour. Now, if you want to break that up and that was good enough for you, that could be part one. Part two can be done on another part of the day, or it could be done on a different day. We're going to hit the pocket of heaven. This is a big light up zone for a lot of people. You want to get into a position where you can put enough pressure on it or lay off of it. Alright, so here you kind of roll to where you're feeling any light up zones. Okay, for some of you guys it seriously might just be a feather touch and it'll light it up. Okay, for those others who might be a little more used to it, you guys can definitely get in there, grind it up. You're coming in and you're going all the way up into your hip. Roll it back down, all the way up into your hip. Okay, you can even get a little smash on the side. You can saw it. And that's how we take care of the inner part of the quad. Top part of the quad, again, I got a dorsiflexion and a plantar flexion. Okay, so that my quad is contracting and relaxing. And I'm coming up all the way into the hip flexor, finding some spots. Work into your IT and getting all around. Again, saw it. Okay, grind it in there however you see fit. Again, only as much pressure as you need to put on there. Last but not least is our hamstring. Another good way to get your IT and your hamstring is if somebody's at home and you could lie down on your side to get the IT, and then you would lie down on your stomach and you can get your spouses to roll it out. Okay, if you don't have that luxury and you're home alone, you go into a glorified bicep curl and you roll out your hamstring in this position. Okay, so this is a great little tool for those of you who don't have a foam roller at home, or don't have a tennis ball at home, or a lacrosse ball. Okay, the rolling pin. Who would have thought, right? My name is Lynn. If you guys have any posts or comments, please do so. We'll see you next time on The Ball Mobility.